Hey everybody, it's me, Twister, and I have really had a strange morning. It is Tuesday, January 20th, 2015 at 2:46 in the morning, and I'm recording this because on my drive to work down Chimney Rock Road, I passed by Griffins gas station. And I drive by this convenience store and the general store every morning on my way to work. It's just the way it is. And on my way into work this morning, I saw a lot of heavy, thick smoke coming off the roof of Griffin's store. And it didn't look like it was on fire, and the light was on inside, which I thought was kind of weird because, at this hour that store isn't open because it isn't one of those 24/7 stores, and it's basically a mom and pop's, I think I want to call it, store. And it was really weird and strange to see all that going down, and I did call 911. I hope and pray that it isn't anything serious, and really hoping that it's kind of like my mind's playing tricks on me, that the heavy, thick smoke coming off the roof was just, I don't know, the building being really hot and the coldness, which is like 40-something degrees outside. And it's just because the building was warm. Of course, that really doesn't make no sense, not even in my mind. I called my wife, and, I have her terrified now, which I didn't mean to do. I didn't mean to scare her. It was just that me talking to her about the fact that the building doesn't normally have lights on, and that there was a car that passed me when I was going by Griffins this morning that I can't remember if it was up to road speed or if it was more like it pulled out of the parking lot. I don't know. But I was actually surprised when I called 911, which I called my wife to ask her about, if it was normal, because I thought I was hallucinating, and that, ask her if that was normal, and she said it was, and then the more I went on about it, how it looked like it had lights on in the store, and that a car left, and that it was kind of weird that we were the first ones that reported to 911, and that other vehicle that had to see it, because, if you looked over to your right, there it was. Of course, if the car came out on that road right after the store, could have looked right and seen it. But, of course, I know that some people just look straight ahead because they're more focused on the road instead of the environment around them. And they may have missed it, or they could have done it. I'm not placing blame on anybody. I'm just saying, that it was really weird. And so we called 911. They said they was going to send the fire department out to investigate. And I'm hoping that it's nothing. I'm praying that it's nothing. My wife wanted me to come home because I terrified her, and I felt like everything was going to be okay, which now I'm kind of thinking to myself, well, maybe I should have. But then part of me is thinking, it's all good. I'm praying that it's all good. That, where I live, the apartment complex is safe and sound and nothing is going down there. And I also pray that nothing's happening at Griffins. So it's 2:51 in the morning. It's about time for me to go into work. I can't stop thinking about it because there's a part of me that wants to know whether the building is okay or not. And then there's a part of me that's kind of thinking, it's okay, just pray that it's okay, and it's okay. So I'm conflicted, and I hope that everything's okay. She said that she didn't hear no sirens from the fire department leaving, so I don't know if the fire department hasn't left yet, or if they're just rolling in with no sirens on in their trucks, just in case, or if, they're in their little vehicles. And then, if it turns out that there's something, they'll bring in the big dog trucks or the fire trucks to fight the fire. I don't know. Yeah, I'm conflicted, worried. Don't really know the people, but hate to see people lose their businesses in ways like that, especially since that business has been around a long, long time. I don't know if that's its original spot or not, or if they have, was in another location and then moved there because the building was bigger or whatever, but I don't like to see any business, even if it's ran by an a-hole, lose their business, because I hate to see people lose their livelihood. So, when I get any more information, I'll let y'all know. Hey everybody, it's me again, Twister. And this is probably going to be part of the original video I did this morning about Griffins being on fire. I said earlier that I saw thick, heavy smoke coming off of Griffins, and that it looked like there was a light on inside. Well, I texted about it on Facebook, and my sister replied and said that it was an electrical fire and it was a total loss. There I go, spitting again. And I got over to my parents' house, and I saw the news report where one of the reporters was out there in Edneyville, and that building definitely is a total loss. It burned up good. They said that there was an apartment connected to it, and the lady in the apartment got out. But they said it was around 2:30 when it was called in or started or whatever, which is about the time when I called it in myself, which I don't know if anybody else called it in or not, because when I talked to the operator, she didn't say nothing about, or the dispatcher, she didn't say anything about anybody else calling it in, but I don't know if it's something they do or not. But yeah, Griffins in Edneyville on Chimney Rock Road is a total loss, and that sucks.